Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of Let's Play Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled on my channel, where in this part we are now going to be going on to doing Glacier Park world, which I'm going to say is a world that I have absolutely seen nothing of yet, apart from a little bit of Polar Pass. But now what we're going to do is we're going to progress onto Glacier Park. And wow, that looks so pretty. It kind of reminds me so much of Bearing World from, that's Blizzard Bluff, from Crash Nitro Kart in a way, or the Meteor Gorge track. So, and wow, that does look so pretty. No denying that. I mean, just look at that. I mean, this is going to be the thumbnail for this part. That's so pretty. I mean, look at the penguin there. Wow, they've changed this world so much. I mean, obviously this is where Dragon Mines is. And now the walls in this part don't seem to be as high, which is interesting. And instead of an igloo, we like have this... Wow, what? You gotta go inside this mouth to get into the tiny arena? Wow, they've changed this quite a lot. That's awesome. I mean... Got Komodo Joe's challenge here, as well as Rocky Road, and you can see like all these like houses and stuff in the distance on over these hills, and this like frozen penguin up there. Oh man, this is just so definitely beat my expectations. And it's got a speed limit sign, 155. I like the way I've sort of like wrote in red ink, or probably blood, the 155 mile per hour. Love that. Load save screen. And this bridge now seems to be longer going to back to the inside to Beach Worlds. In fact, we might as well unlock this gate while we're at it. Nice. And I kind of like how that unlocked from the outside. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but that was pretty weird. In fact, that door's usually opened in the original game, in case you haven't noticed. Basically, if you go through this way, without unlocking the door the other way first, basically this door's already open. However, it seems to unlock from the other side in this version, which is pretty interesting. Now, if you go to the right here, we have Polar Pass, which is undeniably a stage that I can't wait to do. Probably my favourite stage in the whole of Crash Team Racing, believe it or not. So anyway, no more messing around in this arena now. We are now going to go into Blizzard Bluff, which is a track I have seen absolutely nothing of so far, I will say. So just going to pause the game real quick, go to customization, and I'm going to change my character to Shiba Crash, like I said I was going to play as originally. And I'm going to play as original kart, because I'm actually a fan of the original kart. And for paint job, I like the Team Bandicoot blue. I really dig this Team Bandicoot blue colour. And I might put a sticker on, I don't know what to put on yet, but... Oh, we have like the 22, but this is like the rainbow. It looks kind of like represents the pride flag. So that's actually a pretty nice thing that they've actually included that, if that's what it's referring to. I mean, nice to see the inclusion of pride for the LGBT folk who may be playing this game. I bet they're quite impressed with that. So confirm that, as I do know a few in them groups who are playing this game, so good luck to them seeing that. Anyway, here we go. No more messing about, into Blizzard Bluff. Now, I have moved this onto my external hard drive, so you may notice that the loading times are now a lot quicker. So we'll have to see what they're like. So here we go with Blizzard Bluff. Another incredible track. And now it's sort of like on these like snowy plains now. But it's sort of like in a canyon at the same time. Sort of like Dingo Canyon, but set in snow now, which looks pretty cool. I will definitely say. Can I get this shortcut first time? Can I? Yes, that was pretty cool. Now, I was not expecting that at all, to be able to get the shortcut first time around. And I mean, look at the ski lifts and everything like that. I mean, wow. Especially with the huts on top of these areas here and the broken bridges. I mean, what, like the rope bridges, do you call them? The rolling boulder. Looks a lot more scary than it did in the original as well. Well, now the ice physics have definitely changed a bit, I will admit. I mean, wow, that like hut section here is all changed as well. Now the ice does seem a lot more slippy in Nitro-Fueled, as you will see in a minute. And I knew I could not avoid that. So if I just go on the ice real quick here and try to brake on the ice, you lose a lot more control of your kart. Now I don't know if you've noticed that yet if you're playing this game, but basically if you try to brake on the ice, your kart seems to lose more control as to what it did in the original. I mean, it's even got some of the statues and stuff from Crash 2, the pole levels, which is nice to see included in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled in this remaster version, so that's actually a nice addition. And there we go, we got another first place, nice. Now you might hear that my voice sounds a little bit better in this part as opposed to my last part, because for the simple reason I recorded yesterday and it was a very humid and hot day, so that's kind of understandable why my voice didn't sound good on that day. So anyway, yeah, because it's really bothersome. But now we are going to progress onto the next stage, which will probably be Dragon Mines, which apparently is a stage I've heard one or two people over on Twitter saying that they're really struggling on this stage. And the trophy podium looks really good, and Shiba Crash looks so awesome in this, in Glacier Park world.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Oh no, it's a new customization. I got the polar sticker. Nice one. Now you may see that I say they've got the bear statues from Crash 2's snow levels, which looks pretty cool. But anyway, we're now going to go into Dragon Mines, our second race. Now you may hear some talking in the background, that's just, you know, family upstairs, so just ignore that. So it's a demolition time, so yes, that's not really a strategy I use very often, blasting out of there. Oh wow, this looks so different. They've actually like in a proper like mine now. Well, obviously I knew it was in a mine from the original game, but they've got like all these gold coins and everything like that. It sort of like reminds me of Treasure Planet or something like that, which is a film I saw as a kid, what I remember. But all of these diamonds and stuff lying around here looks so cool. I mean, wow, it's just... Now this is one of the stages that I've had a lot of detail added, as you may notice. But that does indeed look really cool, I will admit that. I mean, the dragon's here. I mean, like this big, like, it actually interacts. But I mean, the colours of these diamonds and stuff like that looks really cool, I will admit. And I may not be speaking much because I'm pretty blown away right now with the amount of detail I've actually added to these stages. Now, one thing I have noticed a little bit more, I know this was the case in the original CTR as well, but the rockets sort of like seem a lot more unpredictable now. But it's also a strange coincidence that I'm playing this stage as well. It's like full of gold because I've just recently watched at the cinema yesterday the new Aladdin film, where they like seem to like go into kind of like a temple, which sort of like look like this inside with all the, you know, to rescue the lamp, the genie lamp. But it's pretty awesome that we're seeing this, and I think I'm actually going to lose this time around. Oh, but I did get a long shot on that on Pura right there. But can I still win the race? Come on, this is going to be close. Yes! Now, that was a close one. I did not expect that at all. That was... I was not predicting at all that I was going to win that. That was insane. So keep winning coins, so you can unlock more customization options. It says boost up that turbo to get a turbo. Yes, sir. So obviously, just like you did in the original game with the physics. Once again, Shiver Crash just looks so good in this arena. So now we're going to move on to doing my favourite stage, Polar Pass. And I've got Team Cortex wheels, and now I'm actually going to equip them right now for the simple reason these wheels actually do look like off-road wheels. So I thought that'd be a pretty cool thing to equip them wheels while I'm at it. Now I don't know if wheels and that affect handling. I don't think they do. I don't think it's quite like Mario Kart 8 in that regard, so it's just like customised for aesthetics, but anyway, here we go in Polar Pass. Perhaps my favourite stage in Crash Team Racing, so this will definitely be a fun one. The other stage I can't wait to see is obviously Engine Labs. So here we go, and you may notice that the loading times are actually a bit quicker than there was in the last part, because having an external hard drive plugged into your PlayStation 4 does indeed speed up the loading times, as I've learnt myself. So it must be a limitation of the PlayStation 4's internal hard drive. So here we go, this is my first go on Polar Pass. A pretty cool stage, I mean, that polar bear frozen in the ice is still there. But like this second section here is now been like replaced with like this helm in the middle. And I like these mouths have the like breathing fire now, that's... But I could have actually commented my input on this stage quite a while ago, believe it or not. I got invincibility, but I mean, all these boats and like these watermills and stuff like that, and also the reflective like gloss look inside these tunnels look cool, as well as like the northern lights and stuff in the sky. Now that to me is details that I want to be seeing, plus there's no advantage to keeping those details out at all. And this does indeed really feel like you're playing the original CTR, apart from on the ice, because the ice for some reason is now a lot more slippy. there's just so much added detail, it just makes the game so much better. But once again, as I say, this is a really good remaster in my opinion, probably the best remaster yet. And I'm hoping to get more content in the future for it too, including more tracks, and of course we're getting Spyro, just in case you don't know, which is something I'm really excited for. So I'd say the things that I'm most excited for in this Let's Play Arctic Hurdler. So I believe that's right, so that must be the trophy for jumping over that wall in Polar Pass, if I'm not mistaken. And you might hear a train because there is indeed a rail line right behind my home, which can be pretty loud at times, and I've got my window open because it's still quite hot here in the UK right now, so, well, in Yorkshire. We've got to try to get that drifting accurate. And my dog is going crazy, I don't know what's going off. I don't know if you just heard that. But I'm putting a good lead on, regardless. What? I don't know what happened there, but I just jumped on that wall and I fell through it. That did not happen in the original, that must be a weird glitch. But anyway, I still won the race. I don't understand why that glitch happened, but not to worry anyway, because that was pretty strange. I don't think that was really meant to happen. I really do hope that Beanox patched that. But as I was saying, thing I'm looking forward to the most in this game is Spyro coming.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
And now a plane is coming to land, so that's been a train and now a plane. Great. So I've unlocked Team Cortex Red, that's really nice. But as I was saying, thing I'm looking forward to the least looking forward to in this game is definitely the crystal challenges, because apparently the hitboxes are now a lot more narrow and strict, so. And that plane was pretty loud, so I do apologise for that. So anyway, here we go with Tiny Arena. Another track which supposedly looks really cool in Nitro-Fueled, so I'm so excited for doing that one as well. So here we go with Tiny Arena. I mean, just look at this stage. Okay, so I am back now. I just had to make a quick cut, unfortunately, because I just had to deal with something really quick. But anyway, I'm now back. We're now in Tiny Arena. As I was saying before, this stage does look really cool from what I was seeing from the showcase of the stage before we started, especially with all the flying like blimps and planes and the lighting, as well as the like TV screens and stuff like that around the stadium, as well as the fireworks. I mean, this was all stuff that was totally impossible with the PS1. And especially the graffiti on the wall as well, that looks really cool. I didn't even know that existed. Yeah, I've been so long waiting for this Crash Team Racing remaster, and I mean, I just can't complain about this at all. Like, there's nothing wrong with this remaster at all, I mean. And I've always been a fan of this track as well. As I've said before, it is one of my favourites, especially with all the jumping and action. And the boosts and stuff like that, and the drifting. It's all like an off-road course, but I've always found it really fun. Nonetheless. And I mean, I'm playing through this game the first time, and it's just, I couldn't be any more impressed. Hence why I'm recording this live with my Let's Play, because obviously then I've got live reactions. And I love how all the tracks are like advertised throughout the course, like Crash Cove and Rouge Tubes back there. As well as pictures of karts and that on the wall as well. I mean, you know, the fireworks exploding around you, the vibrant colours. I mean, this track is like totally transformed as opposed to what it was in the original game. Now this has been the most exciting track, I would say, that I've seen so far, apart from Blizzard Bluff and Dragon Mines in this world. But there's just no complaining about the visual aspect of this game at all, because as I've said before, this is played just on standard PS1, this is not played on PS4 Pro. And I just can't imagine how good the visuals will look on the PS4 Pro, even though I can't justify the cost of the PS4 Pro. But, I mean, there's just nothing wrong with these visuals at all. I'd say visually though, the best I would say is Reignited. Possibly. I'm kind of torn between Reignited and this. But this has definitely proven the most, and I mean, I don't know if you've seen it yet online, but apparently this has sold so many more copies. Apparently it's already sold 4 times as many copies as Team Sonic Racing, which is not really a game that I've really much interest in playing. But I mean, I might play it one day, I don't know yet. So there we go. First place on the final course of Glacier Park. Nice, right. Here we go with the Komodo Joe cutscene. Which should hopefully look pretty cool. And I mean, look at Dingo Dial's suit. That's just incredible. So here we go. Let's watch Komodo Joe's cutscene.
So, you've beaten all the other racers on these tracks. Well, now you'll see why I'm the most feared driver on this circuit. I'll earn the right to face Oxide by crushing you into brake dust. Let's race.
Wow. Oh, I got the Team Cortex cart as well. You know, in the next part I'm actually going to play as Cortex. Because I think, why the heck not? I mean, I want to actually play as an evil character for a change. Mind you, I have played as Ripperoo already, but I thought I'd do Team Cortex. But anyway, here we go, Komodo Joe's challenge. How close do you have to get sucked in? About roughly halfway in, that's it. Alright. Although that cutscene did kind of like condone animal cruelty in a way, like throwing these swords at the chicken, but not to worry about that. I mean, it was I actually found it kind of funny the way he sharpened his sword on his wheels. I mean, I just find this game so clever with what it shows you. So here we go in Dragon Mines again. Now you can just see so far into the mines, it like makes you want to explore what's around the back. Of all that, so let's say you can explore into the far distance. Look at the lab technician sort of like hanging on the top there. And all the dynamite and stuff going off as well. That's... Now, some people have been saying that Komodo Joe is a lot easier than Hapu Papu, believe it or not. And I'm actually going to try to take that boost through that tunnel just to see if it's any easier in the remaster, because that's actually been something I probably wanting to try. Oh, and another thing I'd like to see as well is I'd like to see sort of like another adventure mode, maybe a Crash Nitro Kart adventure mode put into the game, as well as maybe a Crash Tag Team Racing one if we ever get Crash Tag Team Racing tracks, which I'm hoping I do get Crash Tag Team Racing tracks for the simple reason I have never been lucky enough to ever play Crash Tag Team Racing. And now it's the same as the original, you get stuck in a tunnel, and hang on, I don't know if you just saw that, but there's actually like a low wall now, which is going to make it hard to jump over. That was not there in the original at all. Now they've actually made that harder. And look at the waterfalls here as well. It kind of reminds me of Wario Mines. Is it from Mario Kart Wii? I mean, Mario Kart Wii, even Mario Kart 8 has got absolutely nothing on this game, so this is a pretty neat feature. And it actually makes me wonder as well, did they not let you have the anti-gravity in this game because of some kind of licensing thing with Nintendo? I sure hope that's not the case. They probably took the anti-gravity out because it was a bit of a gimmick, although I'd have personally liked it to stay, because I mean, with a bit of extra work, it could have worked pretty well. And yes, we've just defeated our third boss, Komodo. That's pretty cool, so at least the trophies are getting popped, so that's pretty awesome. And these waterfalls, and I mean the confetti as it drives through the track, I mean, wow. Skunk Crash. Awesome. Now I've got more skins unlocked, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let's continue.
You're not so slow after all. Surprised me, you did. Here's a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it'll be all your fault.
Wow, now I like how they've added these like ending cutscenes here. Now I don't know what you think to this, but I am currently increasing the volumes of the first cutscenes, but these second cutscenes I don't seem to be increasing them because they somehow seem loud enough. It's not like a proper cinematic to me as much as it is the other one before the boss, but hopefully my volume's alright with my voice as well. Because I don't want my voice to be too quiet and the gameplay to be too loud, so you'll have to let me know what you think to that. Hopefully you can hear me perfectly fine. So I've unlocked a new character, which is Komodo Joe. And I've unlocked mustard paint. I mean, why would you want mustard paint on your car? I mean, just no. That is bad. I am not applying that to my kart. So anyway, we're now going to go into Komodo Joe again, but I'm actually going to see what happens if you try to play Komodo Joe as Komodo Joe. So you're like, wait, So you like racing the boss on the boss. So I'm actually going to see what happens with that. And it's actually letting me in. Now, don't tell me that I can actually do this. Because that would be so hilarious if Komodo Joe could actually race against Komodo Joe. You are not telling me that this is possible. Because that would be pretty hilarious. And oh my gosh, no way, you actually can race 2 on 2, Komodo Joe. So there's actually 2 of him now. I did not actually know that you could do that. I wonder if a cutscene shows again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do the race right now, and I'm actually going to speed this up, complete the race, and see what happens at the end. So I'll see you all there. Alright, so here we are, approaching the end of a race. Komodo Joe and Komodo Joe. I'm actually going to see if it actually shows you the final cutscene, because it'll actually be pretty funny if Komodo Joe talks to Komodo Joe. So, let's have a look at this. A red Komodo Joe, so I've actually unlocked a new Komodo Joe skin for racing Komodo Joe, so... I've probably said Komodo Joe so many times in this Let's Play now, so let's continue. Oh no, it doesn't show you the cutscene again, but hey, at least I tried it. We tried, but it's still pretty funny, still pretty hilarious that you could actually have a boss racing against the boss. It's like they've got a twin. I never knew that Ripperoo, Papu Papu, Komodo Joe and Pinstripe all had twins. Probably Oxide has got a twin as well. This probably goes to show, so... But anyway, I think that's that for this part of my Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled Let's Play. I hope you all enjoyed this part once again, and we will all indeed see you all in my next part, which will indeed be in Cortex Castle. No, that's actually the track, Marcus. It's actually what was it called? Citadel City, that was it. It's just popped into my head right now. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching this part. A big thank you for watching, and of course please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And of course, take care everyone. I will see you all in the next part. So goodbye, take care for now.